Welcome to the Sandy Bay Historical Society's Rockport Granite Diorama. My name is Scott Jewell, and I'll be your virtual docent today. In front of you is a 1/4 scale model that I created of what the Rockport Granite Company's waterfront looked like back in 1905. It took me about 10 years of research and building to make this diorama. Starting on the left is the East Pier. The first thing I would like to point out is the stiff leg derrick. It was similar to a guide derrick, but it had two slanting members called stiff legs. One of the advantages of this type of derrick was that only two anchoring places were needed. The cutting plant of the Rockport Granite Company was on the wharf near the Flatledge Quarry. This is where the granite was worked into a finished product. A tugboat would pull a barge up from Virginia with a load of coal and drop it off to be unloaded. The coal was used to run the air compressors and the blacksmith shop. The 366-ton hoisting lighter Commander was built in 1907 in Connecticut. It was used on the Sandy Bay National Harbor of Refuge, which was one of the largest construction projects in the nation. Construction of this breakwater started in 1885, and when construction stopped in 1915, the breakwater was only about 1/3 complete. In 1886, scows began dumping the granite rubble that would form the breakwater's base. By 1892, after some 500,000 tons of stone had been dumped to form the breakwater's substructure. The quarries in Rockport made millions of cobblestones every year. There were 32 different sizes of street paving blocks, which were used in hundreds of cities in the Northeast and southern port cities. Proper paving stones needed to be made out of granite that was hard and brittle, or it would wear down and become excessively slippery. The granite in Rockport was hard because of the amount of quartz found in the granite. Typical granite in New England had about 28 to 30% quartz. The granite coming out of the Flatledge or upper quarries averaged about 38.9% quartz, making the granite very hard and ideal for paving stones. The engine house on the pier contained a large air compressor which was used to power the finish tools found in the cutting plant. Waste rock was sometimes turned into crushed stone. The crushed stone was used to make the base layer for most of Rockport's roads. The grout pile. At that time, there was about an 80% waste in order to get good finished stone. Unlike most inland quarries, there are not huge piles of waste in the Rockport. That is because most of the waste rock went to build the 2-mile-long Sandy Bay Harbor of Refuge. This concludes this portion of the tour. Step into the next room to see the quarries.